kids have done. You know what I mean? But that is not, you know, let's take the focus off that. Let's look at the family-run store. Probably one of only about a handful that had any kind of damage. The vast majority of places that were damaged were chain stores owned by multinational corporations. And as I say, most of them are involved in all kinds of, you know, blatantly reprehensible business practices, because again, it's the nature of the capitalist system. It's okay, it doesn't matter. It's like, you know, as long as it's not against the law, or you're doing it in a country where it's not against the law, and then bringing that money back to, you know, anything goes. You know, anything goes. That's fine. It's it's really just pure hypocrisy. And I think, again, that is the root. The root is that, as ignorant as a lot of these kids may be, they do have a basic understanding that hypocrisy is rife within our society. And so, you know, what we all know what response you're going to get from people if, you know, do as I say, not as I do. Doesn't work. You know, our parents been trying that one for years. It doesn't work. We all know that. We're creatures of we learn through repetition. That is what we do as human beings. You know, so you can keep telling me not to do this, while you're blatantly doing it in front of my face. Okay, I might wait until you've got your back turned to do it, but you're damn right. At some point I'm gonna copy what I've seen you doing. You know what I mean? And that's what this is. This back to the fact that the masters of our plantation are getting away with, you know, X, Y, Z, and we can see it because we now live in an information age where, as much as they tried to suppress it, certain amount does make it through into the mainstream, and so then they have to go even further to try and counteract that by being even more dishonest, even more manipulative in terms of what's presented to us. So, you know, as you can imagine, I could go on about this forever, but we haven't got that long.
Alright. Okay, can you talk a bit about like the viral that was going around of you being possibly a ex-rapper and a postman?
Yeah, it was just basically, it's a marketing scheme. There's me, that's it. I had to, I don't know, I wanted to do something to promote the new record and just do something a bit different and do something that would get people, get people's brains working a little bit as well. It's very easy to just go, here's a music video, you know, and or you know, or just come out and go, buy the record, you know, go to this website, buy, you know, I have like a kind of cold, hard sell kind of approach, and I just wanted to do something that would get people talking, actually in some respects address some kind of actual real issues in terms of, you know, how people are making their living, and this whole idea, you know, everyone's on some 15-minute fame type of attitude nowadays, from like MySpace, Facebook, X Factor, Twitter. Everything's like, look at me now. Nothing of any real substance, or, you know, it's not really about artistic integrity or the reality of, you know, how many people, you know, it's a bit of a fantasy. I think the fantasy of being a pop star, movie star, whatever, has been sold to the society to the point where we kind of treat our private lives like some kind of Hello magazine spread, where, you know, Facebook, this is, you know, how many friends have I got, look at what I was doing at the weekend, you know, look at what that person was doing. We've kind of become like paparazzi on ourselves, but we like it because it makes us feel like celebrities. It's all just nonsense, you know what I mean? It's all fake. So I wanted people to think about the idea of like established artists actually having to go out and do day jobs, and to me that's quite a serious thing, and they, you know, people to address that. But at the same time, it's done in a jokey way, and like I wanted it to something, you know, I wanted people to be able to laugh and enjoy it, you know what I mean, and it not, you know, it's not like ramming anything down anyone's throat. It's kind of letting people draw their own conclusions and then flipping it on them, and you know, it's kind of, you know, just messing with people a little bit.
Well, I fell for it, hook, line and sinker.
There you go. So
and one last question, what do you have in store for us in the future? Like, you got a new album coming out.
Yeah, well, the new
called what was it? The Dragon of a Ordinary Family.
That's right. Yeah, that's out now. The England track that you were playing is taken from the album. Yeah. So that's out now. Just doing shows promoting that. Been doing a few bits, you know, festivals and what have you. I think the next big thing is going to be Outlook in Croatia. We're going to be out at that. Doing that, working on a bit of a different live show with some live elements involved, the other instruments involved. Normally we just do the kind of 2 turntables and a mic type of traditional hip-hop kind of setup. So we're flipping that a little bit, and I just moved into a new studio, so I'm kind of eager to get working on a new project, maybe an EP or something, a bit, you know, bit shorter, just turn it around quickly. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, right now for me, the main thing I'm excited about is just getting back in the studio with a clean slate, because I've kind of tied up all the loose ends of all the projects I was working on. But there's projects that are kind of in the vault waiting to come out. So I've got an album by Kashmir called Kingdom of Fear, which he's probably like, how long is this guy going to take before he puts this record out? So I've got that sitting there. Got an album from Telemachus coming out, which has got a few vocal tracks, a few instrumental tracks. It's a lot more, it's quite different to the stuff we normally put out. Michael Parkinson's in the studio working on some new stuff. I've been doing some remixes and some little bits for people, but nothing major. I mean, yeah, just keep your eyes peeled, and it'll be coming your way very soon, whatever it is.
Well, next time don't make your fans wait so long for a new album.
Definitely not.
Please.
Can't do it again.
Well, we have come to the end of the show. Thank you, Jess, for coming on. A shout out to Rosabella, who couldn't be with us for this show. She has to keep a low profile due to the heavy writing. We'll leave you with the England song from Jess's new album titled The Dragon of an Ordinary Family. Turn on, tune in and kick off.